All right. Next game. This is Bacrot. And this is very funny. So, Bacrot is the only player in the world who wouldn't play queen takes e8 check. Queen takes e8 check gives white a nice advantage, but it's not the best move. And the reason he wouldn't do that is when there's two good moves and one of them involves the back row, he's the world's leading authority. So queen takes c8 is fine, good move, but knight e4 is better. And the reason it's better is weird. It's not the kind of move you would make without calculating because your knight's pinned, so it looks stupid. The reason it's not stupid is it attacks the queen, and the queen has to stay on the knight, which is easier said than done. If you don't want to give up an exchange, and white's already up a pawn, you have to play queen f5. Your queen's attacked, your knight's attacked. The queen f5 is the only move that saves them both. And now the bishop's trapped. It can't retreat. Never play f3. If you play bishop here, then, g4, knight here. Probably they both win. And the reason I wanted to show you this is because in this position, after bishop h3, I just find white's move really cool. It could be that you don't, and you're like, why is that move cool? I find it really cool. I don't know. Now, here white has two winning moves, but white played the best winning move. And in fact, if white doesn't play one of the two winning moves, he's actually losing. Truth hurts. If you take the bishop, which is triple question mark, then the queen goes back, check, and if you don't want to get checkmated, you have to block with your knight, but then you lose your queen. What's funny is after here, you don't take the queen because bishop f7 check, take the knight with check, and then you mate. So knight g3 is forced, and black's winning here. He's taking this, he's taking this. Okay. Yeah, g4. That's why I like this game, because g4 is such a weird move. You're attacking the bishop, and you unattack it, and let the guy take your rook. I just thought that was funny. g4 is an easy move to miss. When a guy can take your bishop, normally you don't look at the pawn moving somewhere else. Like if you sacked your bishop on a square and a pawn could take it, you don't look at the pawn moving somewhere else. That's weird. It's like I don't know. For a computer, it's easy. And in my opinion, Bacrot saw this when he played knight e4. Otherwise, he probably would have taken the rook on e8. Yeah. Oh, the winning move that was not g4 is rook f2. Defense. Not as winning, but winning. Okay, so now the guy played queen g6, giving up his two pieces for a rook. Now in this position, white has a bishop, a knight, and a pawn for a rook. And at the lower levels, often, for reasons that are hard to understand, a bishop and knight don't beat a rook because lower-rated players have a lot of trouble coordinating their pieces. So it's winning, but they get confused. The other guy's rook gets active, and they choke on their own rage. Now, Bacrot's a super GM, so he's like two pieces for a rook, and he's like foaming at the mouth. I mean, he's like, what? And an extra pawn. So he's never been so happy. He's always a little happy. I mean, he has no trouble at all winning. None. I've never seen a guy have less trouble. And he's like, yay, I got two pieces for a rook. Bishop e2, stopping, or bishop c4, stopping rook e2 check later. Knife f5. Yeah, he's never had so much fun with his two pieces. Now here he could take on b5, but he doesn't want takes and the rook gets active. It still wins, but he just, yeah, your rook can't get active. Yeah, no activity for the rook. See, he doesn't take this pawn ever because the rook gets active. He's just mean. Like, no, your rook can't do anything. He's so mean. Yeah. And he resigned here because the d pawn's going to queen. I mean, okay, white has 7 passed pawns. But yeah, I mean, I didn't show you this because, you know, I didn't think about showing it to you, but it's important. In this position, white's up a pawn and black has no compensation according to the engine. You could argue black has active pieces, white has doubled pawns, that's compensation. And the engine knows after rook e8, knight e4, white's winning. So the engine just plays some passive move so these pieces don't get trapped, like bishop here. And if you're a human and you sack a pawn and you're trying to get compensation, if you play bishop d7, you're just resigning yourself to, well, I'm down a pawn and I got to be careful. And when you play rook e8, you think you're like being active and threatening. And it turns out after this, black just loses everything. Queen f5's forced, and the pieces are just trapped. And the knight's defended by the queen, but it can't be defended by the queen. It's just all tactics. Knight e4 pins the knight, which looks scary, but this knight is defended by the queen, and it can't be defended by the queen. So it's funny, is rook e8's a really bad move. The most active, aggressive, forcing move is terrible because it doesn't work. It's, you know, like at rook e8, I'll play some aggressive move. Then you just lose right away. And that's the difference between, you know, an IM and super GM is, you know, I mean, technically Bacrot was winning this game really early. When he was a pawn up, it was already like there was no compensation. Pretty early in the game, right?
Yeah.
How'd Spencer do?
He's still playing.
Really? Damn, getting scared. All right, Karen didn't stay long. All right.